Ladies and gentlemen, hello, good morning. It's my pleasure to welcome you to our conference slot Sourcing in Ghana. Very happy to have you here, and I want to thank the organizer of this trade fair for giving us the chance to address this issue today in this conference. My name is Nicole Glorian. I'm a project manager in the German Development Corporation GIZ, and today representing a project called African Fashion and Textile Accelerator Network, which has been already been presented in the press conference. I don't know if somebody of you already was participating there. Just in short, we are with this project aiming to bring European and African fashion brands together to join forces to increase quality and scale of sustainable textile production in Africa. And this Africa Fan project is implemented by the German Development Corporation within the framework of the special initiative of Decent Work for a Just Transition of the German Federal Ministry for Economic Cooperation and Development, and in partnership with United Nations International Trade Center, ITC. So for various African countries, the growing textile and apparel sector is a strategic industry in terms of export potential and job creation. And that is mainly today our focus to bring closer, to give stage Ghanaian companies to present themselves and to present the sourcing potential which occurs in Ghana. We have today with us three of initially 6 participants, as 3 of them had some are facing some visa issues and could not be present today with us. Hopefully in the evening they will be here with us, but well, unfortunately cannot be present here in this conference slot. But I would like to welcome Prashant Kumar, representative of the company Mark Race, and Afua Prempeh from New Haven Garments, and Hugues Didier from the French fashion brand Pan Africa. So I would say let's start directly, and I would like to give the word to Prashant. We will give you you have to switch the slides if you would like to Prashant to present his company Mark Race Manufacturing Limited, and the stage is yours, Prashant.
Hello, good morning all. Welcome to Mark Race. I am Prashant, merchandising manager, Mark Race Garments. Mark Race was founded in 2003 by late Comfort Owusu Ajaman in Koforidua. Koforidua is a small city in Ghana, which is 2 hours drive from capital city of Ghana and seaport as well. Mark Race has grown through Comfort's passion and laterly due to a partnership of Ethical Apparel Africa, which is UK and Ghana registered sourcing and manufacturing company. Mark Race is now co-owned by EAA and Owusu Ajaman family with a majority of female ownership. Over 75% of our employees are female, including 46% of management team. As of today, factory has 450 machines with a capacity of 80 to 120K units per month, depending on the products. We have 2 buildings, one for incoming raw materials, another one for production and finishing. We have been exporting consistently since 2019, mainly to USA, and we are just starting to grow our export to UK zone as well with George Clothing brand. This includes working with duty-free agreements such as AGOA and GSP. The boat transit time takes 20 to 25 days from Ghana to US and UK. Over the next few slides, you can see some of our products that we specialize in and the machinery we have invested to deliver those products. Refrigiwear is US workwear company specializing in highly insulated sweatshirt with performance elements such as Teflon coating, arm grips, bonded zips, and reflective tapes. All raw material for these products are sourced and developed by Ethical Apparel Africa and Magres teams. We are also making fleece for knit squeewear brand called Sports Obermeyer, who have recently moved their Vietnam business to Ghana due to price and lead time benefits. In addition to fleece and sweets, we also specialize in shirting with our main client being clergy wear. An average clergy wear shirt comes in 126 different sizes. To handle complicity, we have in-house care label printing and an ERP system. We recently won school trousers trial order from George Clothing, who are one of the largest kidswear retailers in UK. So we also produce garments for premium pajamagram, who produce pajamas for full family, even for dogs, we can see. This is my favorite brand because I can get clothes for my dog from this brand. So here we work with a combination of nominated fabric and our own sourced fabric and trims with all product needing to pass strict flammability requirements needed for nightwear. We run very strict 7-point quality system through the factory and are developing an ERP system, as I mentioned earlier, handle the complicity due to pajamagram high quality standards. All seams, even side seam check need to be matched. So Ethical Apparel Africa works with both its own factory in Magres and with other partner factories such as CAD. Actually, they are going to say about CAD. An ethical supplier, we ensure that we do not overlap and add margin in when working with partner factories. So for an example, if factory is able to produce their own patterns, we work with them to do this. And if they are not able to do own patterns, we help them to develop those patterns for them. We have an internationally experienced team with us from Sri Lanka, India, Bangladesh, Mauritius, Pakistan, Ireland, France, USA, UK, and of course, from Ghana. These are some compliance certification we achieved from last 3 years. Our factory is SMETA accredited factory, and we expected RAP to be certified in Q1 2023. Workforce well-being at Magres. This includes life and skills training to assist workers in career progression and personal development with particular focus on female development and opportunities. Part of our investment has been ensure worker needs are met in areas of food, transport, and health. To support this work, a group of leading business women in USA such as Julie Nordstrom has developed EAA Foundation, where EAA partner factories can apply for funding to kickstart empowerment programs such as lunch provision. We consistently run worker satisfaction surveys and most recently have partnered with Levi Strauss Foundation on an industry-leading worker well-being program in conjunction with Harvard University. Ghana is one of the most female-empowered countries in the world. As you've seen, the 6 participants who selected, all 6 of them factories owned by females. We are focused on ensuring that women are fairly represented throughout the factory and especially into traditionally male-dominated roles. We are excited to develop further and create more jobs in the future through increasing efficiency, capacity, and product capability. We look forward to the opportunity to partner with you as we scale, give a purpose and stability to do so many in Ghana. Thank you.
Thank you, Prashant, for giving these insights into Margray's production capacities and still way forward of the company. Then I would like to give the word to Afua Prempe of New Haven Garments, and would like to invite her to take us with her on her journey of New Haven Garments. Yes. The stage is yours, Afua.
Thank you, Nicole. Good morning, everybody. My name is Afua Prempe, and today I'm going to talk to you about my company called New Haven Garments. I call the presentation The Journey. Why the journey? It's a very simple reason. So this journey started in Amsterdam. Who's been to Amsterdam before? It started in Amsterdam, ended in Ghana, and today we are here. All right. So the presentation would quickly run through the background of the owners and the factory, our company details, product portfolio, why anybody should consider New Haven Garments, and our growth strategy. All right. So I said it started somewhere in Amsterdam because 2 decades ago, I was in Amsterdam. I lived there, I schooled there, I worked there. And after 20 years, I thought, I want to be in Africa. I want to be part of the growth of Africa. Well, I'm originally from Ghana. So myself, my partner, and 3 kids, we moved back to Ghana. And 3 years ago, we started New Haven Garments. We started with a vision of providing employment for the youth because unemployment is really a thing there. So these are the reasons why we moved, packed up, moved to Ghana, and New Haven got started. Our vision is to offer training and employment to the marginalized by producing quality yet affordable clothing under ethical conditions. We are located in Accra, which is just about 30 to 45 minutes away from the Tema port. We are also just about 20 minutes from the airport in Accra. Our main product consists of our uniform line. We do casual wear, and we do basic garments. I'm wearing a polo from our basic garments line. Our machine types, we have fusing machine, overlocks, flat locks, double, single machines, ink plotter, etc., etc. So all the machines necessary to ensure that we are able to produce quality products for our customers. Our current machine capacity is about 200 machines with 250 workers, and our production capacity is 150,000 units when we talk of basic garments. There's a second location where we are ready to expand if and when it becomes necessary, and the machine capacity for our second location is 700 machines with 850 staff and 800,000 pieces per month. So our uniform line, we produce school uniforms, we do industrial uniforms, medical scrubs. Our casual line, we produce men and women casual wear, also for kids. The people you see there are models for our clients in Poland. Recently, we started exporting to Poland, Germany, and the UK. Our basic line, we produce pajamas, T-shirts, boxers, singlets, etc. for men, women, and kids. as well as some home goods like bed sheets, pillowcases, etc. So why should anybody consider New Haven Garments? You may like to think of logistic-wise, we are a free zones license company. This means that we are able to import raw material into Ghana duty-free. Also, excellent quality and cost ratio, and of course, on-time delivery, which is a high priority for us. We are flexible, we are customer-centered, we are young, we are dynamic, we are energetic, and ready to grow with you. All right, so as I said, our current export destination, we produce for companies in Germany, Poland, and the UK. In terms of our compliance and CSR, we have a CSR policy which aims to clothe every Ghanaian school child. So in the rural areas, there are school kids who go to school with no uniform. And this causes a lot of stigmatization, because you can imagine, when a young girl or boy goes to school without school uniforms, they feel uncomfortable. Other kids laugh at them. So we made this our mission, that every year, a part of our profit goes plainly into producing free school uniforms for these kids. Thank you. We also provide free training for anybody who wants to work for us. So we don't actually require any experience in manufacturing when you want to work. As long as you are committed and ready to work, we take you on board, we train you, and we employ you. We pay way above minimum wage. We pay your social security. We provide healthcare for all our staff, and we are currently in the process of acquiring SMETA certification. Our growth strategy, we are ready to explore partnership agreements through private equity or apparel retailers that want to diversify through vertical integration. But we are also here at this fair. Anybody interested in having any conversation at all with us, I'm here. Our stand is 176D. Please come by and have a talk. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Afua, for taking us with you on your journey. Now we have listened to Ghanaian manufacturers, to the supply side mainly. They've taken us with them on their ways forward, their production capacities, and their company's orientation. But now I would like to address your attention to the demand side, and therefore I would like to welcome Hugues Didier from the French fashion brand Pan Africa, who is actually partnering with one of our Africa fan companies, Ghanaian companies, Cat Manufacturing, which is not here today or now, maybe later, as I mentioned before. And yeah, would like to address one thing I found on your homepage, that you wrote that your brand, you present your brand with the words, an adventure that we build day after day. So I would like to invite you to take us a little bit on this adventure, and to tell us about your journey taken in the Ghanaian manufacturing and textile sector.
Ok, thank you Nicole. Et je vais parler français si c'est pas un problème. Ok, tant mieux. Merci à Nicole et merci à Africa Fan. Donc moi je suis Hugues, je suis le fondateur d'une marque qui était à la base une marque de chaussures qui s'appelle Pan Africa, que j'ai montée en 2015 avec une idée simple qui était de faire un produit différent aussi bien au niveau du style que de la manière de le penser et de le produire. Et après avoir travaillé 3 ans dans une autre vie, on va dire, en Afrique de l'Ouest, entre le Sénégal, la Côte d'Ivoire et le Congo, on a lancé cette idée d'une paire de baskets colorées avec des motifs qu'on pouvait trouver en Côte d'Ivoire, au Ghana, au Burkina, et avec l'idée de faire la première paire de baskets produite intégralement sur le continent africain. On s'est lancé comme ça en 2015 avec du coup beaucoup d'engagement sur toute notre chaîne de valeur qui a rencontré beaucoup d'intérêt auprès des distributeurs, qui nous a permis de travailler avec des gens comme les Galeries Lafayette, Eram, Monoprix, Agnès B, Bonobo, des belles enseignes. Et on a ouvert en 2021-2022 le chantier de la diversification produits pour explorer les gammes de vêtements. Et à ce moment-là, on a GIZ Africa Fan qui est venu taper à notre porte et qui nous a dit on voit que vous êtes déjà présent au Ghana. On travaillait effectivement avec un atelier qui fait du batik, donc c'est de la teinture artisanale avec de la cire qu'on utilisait sur nos chaussures. Donc ils nous ont dit, on voit que vous êtes déjà présent au Ghana, est-ce que vous savez qu'il y a un vrai potentiel pour développer vos lignes de prêt-à-porter au Ghana? Donc on s'est rendu sur place avec nos petits sacs à dos et on a eu la chance de découvrir des choses qui, je trouve, ont été assez bien reflétées par les deux interventions juste avant, à savoir des entrepreneuses plutôt inspirants. Ça, c'est quelque chose que je ne m'explique pas à date, mais beaucoup de femmes qui ont construit, souvent à partir de pas grand-chose, des belles unités industrielles, de découvrir des environnements de travail vraiment positifs, ce qui est quelque chose qui nous est au cœur de la marque et qu'on a vraiment retrouvé au Ghana, et de découvrir une savoir-faire et surtout une envie de travailler main dans la main et de construire des beaux partenariats ensemble. Alors il n'y a pas effectivement Linda qui est la responsable de l'usine avec qui on travaille au Ghana. Après on se connaît un petit peu parce que ça reste un petit monde et on s'est déjà croisés sur différents événements au Ghana. Et du coup, aujourd'hui, ça fait à peu près 1 an et demi qu'on produit une partie de nos collections prêt-à-porter au Ghana. On fait du t-shirt principalement et là, on développe de la bagagerie avec une histoire très forte autour du sourcing qu'on peut raconter à nos clients. Parce que, en fait, il y a une grande transparence sur tout ce qui est fait. Donc, on montre tout ce qu'on fait, on montre dans quelles conditions les gens travaillent, on montre qui y a derrière nos produits. On a aujourd'hui du coup des lignes de produits 100% fabriquées au Ghana avec une histoire forte qui rencontrent leur clientèle en France, en Europe et aussi petit à petit aussi sur le marché local. I'm not sure I answered the question, but
You did.
okay.
I would also like to address and stay with you for a moment, Hugues. To ask you 2 questions. What would you tell other clothing brands or fashion brands which may be doubting or unsure to enter the Ghanaian African textile manufacturing sector? And I think this is aligned with the second question, which is also, where do you see the main hurdles for cooperation between European fashion brands and African manufacturing companies?
Pour répondre à la première question, je pense que le principal élément de réponse, en fait, il est en termes de mindset. Aujourd'hui, on ne pense pas forcément au Ghana ou à l'Afrique de l'Ouest comme une destination de sourcing pour faire de la qualité, pour avoir des partenaires industriels qui peuvent nous accompagner sur le développement. Moi, je l'ai vu quand on travaille avec des groupes comme, je ne vais pas les citer, mais des gros faiseurs, on va dire, dans le monde de la chaussure. Il y a toujours une petite... presque inquiétude en fait quand on parle de production en Afrique de l'Ouest. Est-ce que ça va être fait en temps et en heure? Est-ce que ça va être fait avec la qualité attendue, etc. Et ça, c'est juste un mindset, un état d'esprit qu'il faut faire évoluer. Nous, c'est un petit peu ce qu'on s'efforce de faire aussi avec Panafrica, avec toutes les histoires qu'on raconte derrière la marque. Donc ce serait peut-être ça le premier conseil que je donnerais, qui serait de ouvrir son regard, ouvrir ses perspectives, aller sur place. Il y a un gros programme avec la coopération allemande qui permet d'y aller sans prendre de risques financiers, donc il faut en profiter. Aller voir ce qui se passe, rencontrer les gens, voir les suites de production, et puis essayer quelque chose. Je pense que beaucoup de barrières sont plutôt psychologiques que réelles, et peuvent tomber assez facilement en se donnant la chance un peu d'explorer ces options-là. Ensuite, pour être tout à fait honnête et répondre à la deuxième partie de la question, nous on a une grosse partie de notre sourcing aujourd'hui qui se fait au Maroc, et il y a certains sujets où la fluidité n'est peut-être pas aujourd'hui tout à fait équivalente. Alors là, je parle vraiment avec des pincettes parce que je ne parle que de mon expérience, et je parle de l'expérience d'une marque de taille petite à moyenne. Nous, on fait à peu près 30 000 paires de chaussures par an. Mais on a effectivement eu quelques challenges sur la mise en route de notre production au Ghana. Le premier challenge, il était d'ordre logistique sur l'importation des matières premières. Ce qu'il faut savoir, c'est que le tissu industriel de fournisseurs sur tous les différents composants, il reste encore en construction au Ghana, et que l'essentiel de ce qui va être utilisé pour faire les produits doit être importé. Nous, on a des exigences, on va dire, en termes de typologie de matériaux qu'on utilise qui font qu'on s'interdit du polyester fabriqué à l'autre bout de la planète. On travaille avec du coton bio, avec des productions plutôt un petit peu plus proches. Et aujourd'hui, quand vous importez du molleton de coton pour fabriquer 3000 suites, vous ne pouvez pas remplir un container, vous diluez assez peu tous les frais de zone franche qui sont quand même assez lourds, et vous devez aussi un peu prendre votre mal en patience et le gérer. Ce que j'ai compris des deux présentations précédentes, c'est qu'il y a des gens qui produisent du produit fini, qui proposent du produit fini et qui peuvent, je pense, faire tomber une bonne partie de ces barrières. Après, c'est vrai que nous, avec les standards qu'on attendait sur les matériaux utilisés, etc., on a été obligé de construire tout notre sourcing matière, principalement entre le Portugal et le Ghana, et que ce soit en termes de coûts, de gestion et de délai, ça a été quand même un vrai sujet. Ça, c'est vraiment le principal point. Et aujourd'hui, on se retrouve à avoir des frais d'approche, des frais logistiques qui sont à peu près l'équivalent de notre coût main-d'œuvre sur le produit fini. Donc on se dit qu'il y a quand même un petit souci sur où va l'argent dans la construction du prix de revient. Et du coup, c'est effectivement un gros sujet qu'aujourd'hui, nous, on prend un petit peu sous un autre angle, qui est de se dire comment est-ce qu'on peut faire un produit avec tout ce qu'on trouve déjà sur place au Ghana. Que ce soit en termes de print, de tissu imprimé, de toile, etc. Il y a quand même un certain nombre de choses qui existent localement. Et du coup, aujourd'hui, notre approche, c'est de prendre le problème à l'envers et de se dire, OK, qu'est-ce qu'on peut construire 100% localement pour éviter que toute la valeur dans notre produit et la valeur qu'on vend à nos clients derrière est payée un transitaire ou du fret aérien plutôt que le développement des usines, le paiement des salaires, etc.
Thank you very much, Hugues, for giving this very interesting insights and experience, for sharing this experience of your fashion brand with us. I would like to stay with the topic of sourcing inputs locally, and would like to address this to Afua and Prashant, this question about your experiences regarding the sourcing of textile inputs locally and regionally. Are there hurdles, or what are your experience regarding this topic?
So I just moved Ghana like 3 years before, because my previous experience in other African countries, like I was in Kenya, and previously I was in Middle East, Jordan, and I worked in India. So comparing those countries with Ghana, the local sourcing is a bit challenging because the garment industry in Ghana is now emerging. The ecosystem, accessories to produce garment, to sourcing those accessories within Ghana is difficult. So we are 70 to 80% of our accessories purchased from different countries like China, India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, etc. I think that is the one. The reason behind this is why other accessories manufacturing companies are not in Ghana at this moment. So back in 20 years or 25 years in Kenya, garment industry started just like Ghana today. And now major label manufacturers, button manufacturers, cotton box and polybag manufacturers are in Kenya and doing well business. This is because of mass production, mass producers, mass production companies came into Kenya market and create an opportunity for their manufacturers, and then their nominated trims and accessory suppliers come in to that country and start their business. So recently we met a labels supplier called Next Gen, one of the leading label manufacturers in for Walmart and other biggest companies. So they said, Prashant, I'm happy to come to Ghana, but I'm not feeling the volume at this point of time. So Ghana is in my radar. As soon as we get good volume, so then we'll do. So these are the things, like any new biggest volume customers comes, not only direct garment industry, other ecosystem and parallel to this industry will also develop, and this is what happens in India and other countries as of now. They are achieving good numbers in garment exports, and why other countries not achieving. I think these are the challenges at present.
Thank you, Prashant. And so where would you see, yeah, please go on. Yes, of course. Maybe, is there somebody helping us with it? If not, we'll take this. No, I will come. Please.
Good morning, Prashant. Can you develop undergarments in your sector?
Good question. We are developing. You heard about Mass Holdings, Walmart client. We are developing ladies lingeries for them.
Yeah.
So we are doing product development work for them at this moment. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good margin because I am one of the ex-director of Lovable.
Okay.
These are the products you must select. It's a raw material cost less, but your labor can be used better way, and net profit will be there.
Exactly.
And
yes.
you can also for you both.
Exactly, yes. As I mentioned, back in 3 years before, we were targeting little rigid fabrics to help train the people, and now we crossed the training level. Now we are executed level. So now we are start selecting lightweight fabrics, which is suitable for nightwears, lingeries, and undergarments. What you mentioned. So those are mass and bulk production, basically.
And secondly, the label printing. It's not a big investment. It is a very small investment is required. Suppose you both can join together and you can put it on your own label printing. So it saves a lot of time, to get the labels from their courier charges, and it is all expensive.
Exactly, yes. Because at present, in our slide, we mentioned in Margrace, we have a care label printing in-house facility. But we can't 100% use that because many of the customers have their nominations. So I mentioned Next Gen is nominated for many of our brand, so they force us to buy from them. So now in India they have operations, and every Denison they have operations in India and Kenya as well. So when I work in Kenya, I can order from Kenyan every Denison, and at the same time, even Ghana I can't because I have to go either Kenya or India. So I'm talking about those labels which we can't print easily and which can be print large numbers. So whatever possible we can do in-house, we invested on those things like care label, on taffeta, we have to print both the sides, we are doing that.
Okay. The last one, what about home textile, the product range? Home textile.
Home textile is one of the things that we are not actually in Margrace, we are not concentrate at this moment because it requires really huge amount of space in the factories, and machine layout is completely different than regular garment production. So that's the reason we are not, at present we are not looking, but we got an inquiry from our refrigerator with pallet covers and quilted blankets. So we did some research, and our technical director and our technical team working on those projects, maybe like next year or 12-13 months we may having that production also.
Ghana has got an advantage because you can import the fabric without paying any duty. That is a huge advantage you are having.
Yes.
So it is better, you got enough space in your country. So the product ranges for the home textile will help your industry to grow. It's my suggestion. Maybe.
Yes.
And
Valued.
I can help you in your research because I am in the textile industry for last 40 years. So I can help you if you have any work. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. So we will welcome you at our booth in D176, and then you can exchange still individually with the companies. Are there any other questions from your side as we are already here? Somebody wants to address a question. So then I would then ask like the last question regarding where would you see Ghana's greatest potential to attract international buyers in the textile sector? Maybe Afua and Prashant, and to have like your last words. How would you ask them, or what is the main potential you see that European buyers would be or should be attracted to the Ghanaian textile sector?
I think generally Ghana has a good potential for manufacturing. Traditionally, the country has focused on cocoa production, mining of gold. A few years ago, it was oil. But really, textile, garments, apparel is something that is now picking up. One thing I advise policymakers back home is to focus on this industry because it has the capacity to employ big numbers of people. And unemployment is a huge problem in Ghana. And you really don't need any academic training before you can be trained to work at any garment factory. So if we really, as a country, this is what I say back home, want to really reduce unemployment, this is one of the best industries to focus on. And in terms of investment, well, we are here, we are looking for partners to grow. All the factories, including my sister companies who couldn't be here today with us, but hopefully tomorrow, this is what we are all looking for, partners to grow with us, because the willingness is here, the drive, the motivation. We need partners to grow. Thank you.
Thank you, Afua.
Yeah. So, adding to Afua, what buyers required? The lead time, cost benefit, and trade agreements. Everything is in place in Ghanaian factories. So UK and US both, as our friend mentioned, we can import fabric duty free. So and then we can export garments duty free. So duty free agreement is already there. That is one of the benefit. And lead time, the transit time between Ghana to UK and US is 20 to 25 days. So which is remarkable compared to any other countries, which set countries, Bangladesh, Pakistan, India, Sri Lanka, which is 30-35 days, and duty free is the questionable for there. So I think these are the things is already in place, and emerging industry in Ghana. So we always welcome everybody come and join. Then it will be a win-win situation for Ghana industry and customers like the big players.
Thank you, Prashant. I think this was a really short glimpse into the Ghanaian textile manufacturing sector, and we saw the supply, we saw the demand side, and I want to thank you, Afua, Prashant, and also, of course, Hugues, for participating, for being here with us. Thank you for listening, for sharing your thoughts, experiences, offering your help as well. Thank you. And we will all welcome you to visit our booth on D176, and thank you for listening.